That's crazy, man. If I do a press conference.
Good afternoon. First of all, I want to say to the parents of Nicholas Dominici, Danielle and Zoliola, that I know that you're never going to stop missing him and grieving for Nicholas. And as I said from the beginning, I'm truly, truly sorry for your loss. This has been a catastrophe, not only for you, but for our community. But today, we have some measure of justice for you in that the operator of a home daycare center that you entrusted with Nicholas has been, her and her husband have been sentenced today to 25 years to life in prison for the fentanyl poisoning death of your son Nicholas and the exposure of 3 other children on September 15, 2023. Gray Mendez and Felix Herrera Garcia were found guilty by a jury on November 21st, 2025 of second-degree murder, depraved indifference to human life. And additionally, Mendez was found guilty of first-degree assault, and Herrera Garcia was found guilty of second-degree assault. This family was at every single day of this process and every day of the trial since last fall. And I want to thank you for being here today. And I want to thank you for having the courage to stand up, not only before the judge, but before those 2 defendants for the death of your son, to give that intact statement that you did. And to the family of Abel and Anna Pena, the mother of the 2 children that were reported by, as well as Jocelyn Zelinga, thank you for coming today because you also were able here to witness justice on behalf of your 2 children that were also harmed. I want to also thank the jury for enduring the gut-wrenching details of this trial. Some of them had tears in their eyes when the verdict was read. And of course, I want to thank my assistant DAs, the prosecutors, Carl Miller, under the supervision of Homicide Chief Christine Scatia and Deputy Chief Burham Numani, for their hard work and dedication. And in particular, Carl Miller not only tried this case here in the state, but he also was part of the federal trial that happened as well. I promised this family in 2023 that even though this happened in September 2020, in all the process, that I would always be, and I've always been, and now that we have justice today, I'm still in New York State. And the judge put it very well. They pled guilty to narcotics charges in federal court. They did not plead guilty to murder. New York State now, Paul Miller, the Bronx District Attorney's Office, and this jury has now convicted them of murder, and they are now fully being held accountable for the death of Nicholas. I told them I would pursue those murder charges, and I did pursue those murder charges, and now we have justice. We have to have justice because a beautiful little boy died, and 3 children, ages 8 months to 2 years, became seriously ill from fentanyl poisoning. These babies were being used as a shield to protect a narcotics operation. That's what this was all about. They didn't care about those children. Ray Mendez and her husband, Felix Herrera Garcia, showed such depravity that they hid the fentanyl